opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
2nd and 10, here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completed to his running back. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Let's go now.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Damn, I miss miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
What is that?
Dive play straight ahead. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. On the move, past the 40. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pagers. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's dropping back to throw. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Complete to Chris Godwin. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They it an even 10 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Working on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
4 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
They'll throw it here on first. He's dropping deep on this snap. On target to his back when we go Dowdle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
The quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hand off to the back. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Put them short.
They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. Working quickly here.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Buccaneers.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Out of the pistol, Williams. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it on 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Off the play fake, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Pass complete, Tutu Atwell. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock inside the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and come right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. To the end zone, but incomplete. Their shot there on 1st down, Brock. Don't come away with any points just yet.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the air yet again, Williams. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant. Birthday Brock, if a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Raiders take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Now come out throwing. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Call them his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They'll run here on first down. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 now from the 46. Back to the well again. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down now, ball at the 33. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Ball in left side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They go play action on first down. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches.
Second and inches at the 11-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get is absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal. Back to throw now. Cut near the goal line. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. On play action, here's Williams. Has his man, that's their rookie from Penn State. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up first and 10 from the 40. Right up the gut. And with a nice scheme, he runs him down inside a field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Gets it to him on the screen. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 17. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Williams off the play fake. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a second-quarter lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll throw it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Third and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. First down, Williams. That's complete. Sanders has got it out right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. That's a Vegas first down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
One play action, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins, and it's going to be second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams again. On the move, hit it right. And he breaks up that throw for the moment. A good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Williams on first down. Finds the in route complete. Nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Sticking in the air. It's Williams. And he's got it in close. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They send a man in motion. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. It's like that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Off the play fake, Williams escapes out to the left. He has a man downfield. It's Collins. He has this down to the 34. That one hits for 30. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st down, Williams to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it, adding all the extra yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. Brought in. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Williams from the gun. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Working from the gun, Williams. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to field this at the 2. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start the 2nd half with some needed points.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game.
Buccaneers 21.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Williams on the play action. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Plowing up the middle. Open space inside the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers have it as he reports the first interception of his young career. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big, contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. There's the give to Dowell. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 6-yard gain on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All set now, 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowell. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And he stops. Give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. This one's caught.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on it for our quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and goal from the 6. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Complete to number 81.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Now the Buccaneers bringing out their field goal team. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they'll get him back to 11.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Guys play straight ahead. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Williams will look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They have to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st down, Williams. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Gain of 26 yards there. That's a Vegas 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
First down throw by Williams. This is hauled in by Atwell. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
There's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL. I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run. Pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now looking to throw. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
18 yards on the play. That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
From the gun, on for Dowdle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing now on 1st down. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. On the counter, Dowdle. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, here's Dowdle. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the lines. still a couple yards short of that end zone. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
From the gun on 3rd down. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Sending him up the middle. And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10.
Raiders 42. Buccaneers.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground. They run it in for 2.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Returnable from the 1. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Vegas!
Williams on 1st down. That's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Again, it's Williams. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
In the end zone.
So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, a quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some can do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And they get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pass it downfield. It's Chase. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Godwin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Takes the second down snap. Just keeps connecting to Chase. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Throwing it again here. This is a heater going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Jump off caught by his back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that with only a small gain on that play.
A gain of 1. Brings up third down and 9.
Here he goes, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Williams to throw on first. Finds him on the crossing route. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, you have to talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returnable from the 1. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Dallas straight up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Buccaneers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd down now. They need 7. Here's the backup. 1st throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun give now to Dallas. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st down throw. Here's Browning. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here he goes. One final shot. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Raiders make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing